I am Iggy Rodriguez, born in Zamboanga City. I come from a family of 9, so we're a big family. I'm the youngest. And actually, during my early years in Zamboanga City, I never knew about art or anything. I just learned that there was such a course as fine arts from my brother, who said that, okay, I think with your your love for drawing, maybe you could take a fine arts when you go. So I took my fine arts here. I went to Manila to take my fine arts studies in UST, University of Santo Tomas. I finished all the course. I had my thesis, but I did not officially graduate. I think that it was also during this time that I became involved with Ugat Lahi. It's a ugnayan ng artistang tanod ng lahi. It's an artist collective which espouses art and culture as a potent tool for fighting for the rights of marginalized sectors of our society. And it was during this time that I was introduced to different galleries, to different artists. Naniniwala ako na before I'm an artist, before I'm anything else, ako ay isang human being. And like any human being, of course, I am a father, and I am a husband, and I have a family. And apektado ako sa lahat ng mga pangyayari nangyayari dito sa paligid natin. So, bilang isang manlilikha, bilang isang artist, I believe that my art concerns yung human conditions. And with that, I believe that yung pag-investigate doon sa relasyon ng tao sa tao, yung relasyon ng tao sa kanyang kapaligiran. So my art revolves around that. My art is really concerned with investigating the relationship of a person, of a human being, to her environment. And I think it is very essential that a person is always critical and always sensitive to their environment. So as an artist, I think I get most of my materials from, of course, experiences and all the things that are happening around me, all those things that revolve around me and also around this this society, this system. And that's why my artistic process involves layerings. When I say layering, it means that putting one layer or planning one layer after the other until you have this final output. And I also believe that once the final output is there, the painting is there, the artwork is there, the sculpture or anything like that we create or I create, it's not finished. Meaning another layer is added when the audience comes in and have or is being able to experience the work that you do, and there's another layer to it also, and then so forth. One of the things that I believe also is that I believe that justice in this world is more important than beauty alone. Just like what I have been doing with all of my exhibitions, pinaka-importante, what is important is yung relasyon ng isang tao sa tao at tao sa kanyang kapaligiran. So, ganun din yung kung bakit ko ginawa rin yung exhibit na to. My exhibit is titled Promete. It's a Chavacano word for to promise. And I chose that word kasi it's very important for me to be able to respond to most of the things or to what is happening around us. It somehow is, for me, very significant, most especially in these trying times. Kasi a promise is something that I believe has become parang violent. Why? Because when you promise something, the one who is promising somehow wields power to the one who is promised to. And this exhibit is a way of contextualizing my work, contextualizing what is happening in Philippine society, in what is happening with us. And it's actually a tension between power and hope, a tension between despair and longing. And I think that whoever holds this power, that when you promise something, it reflects that you have this power, that you wield this power to those you are promising to. And this exhibit also has evolved mainly because I believe in collaboration. I believe that even though a person goes into a solo show, a solo exhibit, he's able to produce solo works. But I think there's a level of collaboration to it also, because I believe that I do this in my studio and I have my family around me, and they're also part of this. They also collaborate with me, meaning they critique my work, they ask questions, and it helps me to be able to develop the works too. This exhibit is about the tension between hope and despair, power and longing, and it revolves around that concept that promises are made by people, and those who make a promise somehow gains a power over those who are being promised to. And in a way, it also reflects to our society. Time and again, those who are in power always make promises. It becomes violent in a way, because when people give up on hope, all they have are promises. And those promises are shaped, all those promises are shaped, are molded by those in power and exploited to their own use. And this is what this whole exhibit is about. It's not just about those people exploiting other people, but at the same time, it's about also those people being promised to, holding on to those promises. And I think it's a very, very violent tension in a way, because you are umaasa ka sa isang bagay na alam mo naman na hindi mangyayari, pero yun nga it becomes violent because in the absence of hope, you still cling on to those promises. And you're there, and you know and lumalabas, you are being exploited by those powers would be. Those powers that are ruling our system. And basically, syempre, dito sa nagko-control sa buhay natin, in a way. And yung agency bilang isang individual nawawala because there's this despair, and that's what I want to talk about also in this exhibit, that tension, the tension when you are in despair, when people are in despair, when people try to look for something, because everything was already gotten from us, was already not given to us. But at the same time, there's this promise by those powers in be. They dangle, parang candy lang, for people to try to reach them, for people to follow what they want to do.